Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. So today the chat is going to be about centiles. I wanted to do a video about centiles and weight gain and dropping a centile and things like that, mainly because it's sort of relevant to my life at the moment and it's something that I've struggled with, like in the sense of feeling at peace with it. For any of you that don't know, when a baby is born, they obviously weigh them and then they put them on a centile, which is short for a percentile. So when Aria was born, she weighed £7.06. So that made her just below the 50th centile. So what that means is if you got 100 babies that are born on the same day as Aria, line them all up, she'd sort of be like in the middle. So basically her birth weight was around about average. So centiles, I would say, are useful, but also at the same time they can be something that can be quite scary and worrying for a mother. So I say about it being worrying because basically Aria is now 4.5 months old, so she'll be 20 weeks on Monday, and when I last got her weighed, she is now between the 2nd and 9th centile. So obviously she's dropped quite a lot. Now when she dropped the first time, she dropped down to the 25th centile. So I wasn't too worried about that because the health visitor just said, you know, when babies are first born it is common for them to lose a bit of weight, and then she weighed her again and then she carried on following the 25th centile. However, then when I got her weighed, how old was she? 11 weeks maybe she was 12 weeks, I got her weighed again and she dropped down to the 9th centile. Now when I spoke to the health visitor, I just explained that, well actually she said, do you have any concerns? And I said, no, I don't have any concerns, I just thought I'd come and get her weighed because when she had her 8-week check, the doctor did notice that she had dropped down a centile, but she also noticed that Aria had a slight heart murmur. Now that's a time for a separate video if needed, but anyway, but she said not to panic, not to worry, that it could be a correlation, so like because she got a heart murmur that's why she dropped down the centile, but it could just be she's finding the centile she's on. So I just explained that to the health visitor, and Aria is obviously a breastfed baby and she knows that because she was the health visitor that was assigned to us. So when I went along to the clinic and explained this all to her, she immediately said, oh it's fine, you can always just top her up with formula. Now that really annoyed me. I mean, I don't have anything against people that want to use formula. If you combi feed, solely use formula, that's fine. But for me, she knew that breastfeeding was really important and it just kind of made me feel really rubbish, basically, thinking that, oh, it's all my fault that my baby's not growing properly, it's my fault that she's dropped down, my milk's not enough. All this was like running through my head, and for her to sort of say, oh don't worry, you can always top her up, like literally at the first sign, sort of shocked me a bit, because if anything you'd think she would say, oh, if you're worried she's not getting enough from the breast, you can express and top her up with your own express breast milk. So that really angered me because she kept saying, oh don't worry, and I was saying to her, I'm not worried, you know, Aria does plenty of wet and dirty nappies, believe me, I'm the one that's changing them, I know. She feeds like quite a lot, not to the point where you think she's like starving, you know, she pretty much fed every 2 hours, she wasn't screaming in between feeds, she wasn't screaming at the breast, and none of that. And her first thing to say was, just, it's fine, top her up on formula. So I was a bit like, oh great, I'm a rubbish mum, breastfeeding isn't working for me, great, what can I do? So I then spoke to some of my friends about it, and they said, and obviously I spoke to my mum as well and her family, and they said, look, are you concerned about Aria? And I said, well I wasn't. And I said, well, why should you be? She's happy, she's healthy, she's thriving. Okay, she might not be putting on loads of weight, but she is still putting weight on. It's just not what they would expect. But again, how do people know what a baby should gain? This has only been worked out based on like the averages of what other babies have sort of put on. So sort of plodded along like, okay, it's fine, just kept feeding, and then I got her weighed again at 18 weeks. So yeah, about 6 weeks. I think I got her weighed in between and she was still following, yeah, so I got her weighed in between that, so at 15 or 16 weeks, and she was still following the 9th centile, and I saw a different health visitor this time. She said, have you got any concerns? I said, no. She said, oh, it's fine, she seems to be following the 9th centile now. And I was like, okay, cool, you know, panic over type thing. So then I got her weighed 2 weeks after that, and when they weighed her, she is now sitting just below the 9th centile. And it was a different health visitor again, and she said, do you have any concerns? I said, no. She asked me about the nappy output, is it good? I said, yeah. She said, well, if you don't have any concerns, neither do we. So it kind of got me, you know, thinking, even though they said, oh, you know, there's nothing to worry about, obviously again I was like, oh, she's dropped again. Like, I think there was a little bit inside of me that was thinking, oh, please just like either carry on following this centile, please just hop up another centile, but alas, no. So I started worrying again. But I've been thinking about it a lot this week, well, over the past few weeks, and there's actually no reason for me to be worried because she's happy, she's healthy, she is putting on weight, she's so strong. Like, some of the things she can do for 4.5 months old, I think, flipping heck, like, how can you do that? So there isn't really a cause of concern there, you know, she's bright, she's energetic. Well, that's the other thing. Aria, if you've seen any of my videos of her, is constantly moving all the time. So all that baby fat that they normally crawl off, well, Aria's already burnt that off. So back to why I was a bit worried. I think I wasn't, maybe worried is not the word, but it kind of got to me because pretty much everyone always says, oh, isn't she small? And it got me thinking, well, you don't go up to like an adult and go, oh, aren't you really skinny? Or, you're a bit fat. So why would you do that for a baby? I don't think people realise that how little comments can actually be so damaging to like a mother, because especially as a first time mum, you don't know if you're doing anything right, you're in constant fear, or is my baby going to get ill? I mean, any mum is going to worry about their babies, but especially for me, who this is my first baby, first breastfed baby, obviously, you can't actually see how much your baby is drinking. And oh, just the countless comments of, oh, you've got a small one there, how old is she? Oh, 4.5 months. Oh, really? She looks younger than that. And I felt like saying, well, I don't think your baby should be that fat. But you know, I wouldn't say that. But then it got me thinking, well, hang on. I could be judging them thinking, you've got a chubby baby. Well, as I said before, you wouldn't say it to an adult, and that's because adults come in all different shapes and sizes, and so do babies. That's kind of where I'm at with the whole centile thing. And I don't really know why I made this video. I think it was just to sort of get it off my chest, but I think it was also to just say, look, don't you worry if your baby is going up and down the centile. Sometimes they have a major growth spurt and they all of a sudden like pack on the pounds, that's fine. Sometimes they drop. What I would say is though, I mean obviously I'm not a medical professional, but I would say if it's a slow and steady drop, they are still putting on weight, you know, it's just they're finding where their centile is. However, if say your baby went from being on the 75th centile to like the next week being on the 25th, that could be cause of concern. I mean, I don't know, again I said, I'm not midwife, not professional, but you know, that's when you should maybe be speaking to your health visitor and speaking to the doctor and things like that. But if it's like a slow and steady decrease, then I don't think you should really be worried about it. I tell ya, being a mum is one of the hardest things ever. Not necessarily because of the nappies, the crying, the whinging. It's more the fact you're constantly in fear and worry. Is my baby okay? And it's so hard not to compare your baby to other babies. Like, I just think I just need to stop worrying. So sorry for that massive ramble. I'll probably seem like I don't even really know what I'm talking about. It's because I didn't really know how to sort of express myself, but I just really did want to make this video because I just feel like it could be really useful to some people out there that maybe are worrying about their child. So I just want to say thanks so much for watching. If you're not already, don't forget to subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Bye!